So here we are on Monday at 2 in the afternoon. We have this door blank that we've been working on for quite some time now. Not really that long, right? But it's time to cut it. It's time to cut it. So we're gonna cut it and hope to God that everything we've done is perfectly straight, right? So here we go. Track saw, $1,000 door blank. Here we go. Might help if I close the bag and not do that. All right. Wouldn't be a real video without bloopers, exactly. Oh, and guess what? Oh, joy. Batteries died right. You'd think that I would, it's my mistake. I'm very highly into what we're doing and wasn't paying attention to batteries. So I'm gonna go over here, put these batteries on the charger. And while Jeremy finds a couple batteries, I'm gonna talk because it's what I do. Try and find a couple decent ones, 4s or 5s. These are 3s. That's a 3. It's in the truck with the drills. It's in the drill, I'm sure. So I'm just gonna stand here and talk for a minute while he goes and does that. So I've gotten a couple of comments. People say, "Man, we really love they're raw videos. They're just raw. Us being us. We're not sponsored. We're not doing infomercials. We're not doing none of that stuff. We're just two guys who we are in the shop doing stuff, and we're recording it. And we just don't know any different than what we're doing. I mean, sometimes it kind of seems like, or it is that we make it up as we go, and that's probably the truth, probably the absolute truth. But we always end up getting the job done in the way it's supposed to get done. It's supposed to be finished up a certain way. It gets finished up that way. So we went out earlier today and we checked this lady's door to our slab and made sure that we were straight and good. I'll put those away while you find batteries. Last week we put this together. It's ash wood. It's very hard. It's not that I run out of stuff to say. I just don't. I'm still trying to get an identity of what we do. But so, anyways, we ran this stuff on the table saw through the planer. Make sure everything was lined up and square. Everything was planed correctly. I guess it was milled correctly, I should say. And then we dadoed everything, did a tongue and groove, put it together, and we didn't move nothing here. Feels like we moved. Feels like we moved there. I think we did. So, this back straight. Wow. I think we really moved. Feels like we're straight there. So now we'll check it again. Check it right here. We are still straight. Nope, we're a little out. This needs to go that way, just a hair. Okay, now we're straight. Once again, we're back on our line. We're straight cut here. Okay. All right, so let's continue cutting. Let's see if this fits right down in there, which it does not. It's out a little. There, we're straight now. We're back against it right there. Okay. And we need to make sure we're straight here though. Any wobbles? Looks like we got a little gap right there. Okay, so we need to go that way just a hair. Now we're straight square. I think we're back on it. The saw just released, which means we should be really good in the... Okay, ready? Yeah. Here we go. Okay, now comes the fun part. Move this down without losing our straight. I love my track saw, but I wish I had the funds to buy another piece so that oh, look at that, perfect, right in the money. There's probably 100 ways to do that better than we just did. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who will have their opinions as to how, why, what, when, where, and all that stuff. But we're the ones actually doing it. So it's got just a hair. You can see it right there. It's still straight, but it's right. It got a couple of blade gouges. Look how fast this thing fills up. But I'll tell you what, it collects some serious dust. This thing's insane. I know, it'd be better if I had a dust collection, all that stuff, but some things we are still working on. Some things just aren't done yet. We'll get there when we get there. At least we can just walk outside the shop right here, which you guys can't see off camera, and dump the sawdust, which I just went and did. So our videos are pretty raw. We do not, I don't really have I don't have any expensive cameras. I don't have none of that stuff yet. Okay, so you were saying when we measured the door, we collected a lot of sawdust. Look at that. Damn. You were saying when we measured the door that we had 79, 78 and some change on this side. What do we have? 78 and a half. And on that side we had 38. So I think we're going to go with 78 and a half. and go ahead and square it. And if we have to make any adjustments, 78.5 right there. You good? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so I am 78.5 right there. And it's dead straight. I have no gaps, no wobbles. It's dead straight right there.
All right.
Good?
Yep.
Okay, where's our pucks at? We're in front of the pucks. Okay. I would love to cut this on something else other than, you know what's weird is that door is not 81. That door is not a standard height door. It's kind of, where's our other pucks at? Oh, we have two in the middle right here. There's one. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them or whatever, but what have you, but these little pucks by Craig, lifesavers holding up these pieces. Where? Okay, so we're just trying to catch this. Okay, are we still square? I didn't touch it, did you? Let's just double check, make sure. We are square as can be. We're at 79.5. We're gonna cut it. Because that's how I do stuff. Just cut it. Didn't cut?
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. So like, oh my God, did you see that? It just fell apart.
Because it was balanced on the top.
Oh. Oh my God, did you see that? It just all fell apart. No, we half-assed knew where we were going to go with it. We knew where we were going to go with it, so we did not glue all the way through the naked ends of that board. Oh boy. So now we're going to, what did we say it was? I measured it as 35 and 3/16, I believe.
Yeah. 35.5. No, 35.
I mean, 35 and 13/16 is what I had.
3/4, 13/16.
Okay, so.
Yeah, 5/8. But we moved that cut.
Oh yeah, we're not going to worry about the mark. We're going to square it up off of, I believe we had 13/16 was the width of the door. So we should go just a hair heavy because it was close to, it was in the middle. Yeah. Right. So that being said, I'm going to mark this at 35 and 3/4. Right. You got 35 and 3/4 down here. Okay. So are we going to cut it right there, or are we going to move it out this way a little more? We just leave it right there. Okay, so I am not quite hiding the mark. Good, good. And I think that I probably ought to dump this one more time, because seriously, it just filled that up. What happened here? Just on that one crosscut. Should be awesome if we use the $1,000 dust collection machine that we have. Maybe when we get a sponsor, we'll get enough money to start getting monetized. We'll have enough money to buy dust collection stuff, and we can stop breathing this crap, and you guys can save our lives. Right? Ready?
Yep.
That wasn't good. I'm good on my mark.
All right.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, it is not liking this for some reason. That dust bag is full again. So now we're going to go right to our marks the same way again. Hiding that one. There we go. Don't forget that if you're watching this video, to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like, subscribe. Takes less time to blink your eyes than it does to like and subscribe. So I have never owned a shop before. I've been doing this for 25 plus years, and I've never done this in a shop. There you go. Never done it in a shop. I have always done this in my driveway, or in the garage, or somewhere other than a shop. And it served me fairly well. It served me very well. And managed to make a lot of money, make a good living, and keep doing this day after day after day after day for many years. Took a little off time break to be a truck driver for a while, but I used to take vacations from truck driving to come do this. All right. So now we have a thickness issue. It's not an issue. It's, we have more material on one side than we do on the other. There's Shop Dog come out to see us. Hi, baby. We have an 1 13/16, or maybe an 1 5/8. We good? Top and bottom? On the money?
78.
I'm a half right here.
78.
Well,
Almost 90.
yeah, I'm a heavy half here too.
All right.
So we're within like a 30-second of being perfectly straight and square, which is fine because this door that we're putting in. So now it's time to drag this thing down here a little, get the slab flattener down, and make a freaking mess. So let's move her down about center, about right there. Right. Let's put it up on pucks again. It's hitting one puck a little more than the other, so we'll get them straightened out. I'm good here. I'm on all four of mine. Sweet. Could actually, it wouldn't hurt for it to come your way a little. Close it. You don't want that up.
I was not touching that.
I know. So put it. There's a rise in the table right there, I'm sure. Just get it. See, like this one doesn't sit. So, but out here it does. Could also be that you're on one of the spots where it needs to be ground. Want me to help you there? Rosie, stop.
Find a place where it touches.
It might not. It might not. You might have to move it to this board here.
I can't reach it.
Huh?
I can't even reach it now.
So now we're going to hook up the router sled. This ought to be kind of fun. Yeah. Let's see. I got to find the wrenches. So we found that when we were doing the last slab that we did, we had no adjustability. So we ordered a extension, half-inch collet extension for the router. So now we should be able to have some adjustability. I say should. We're going to take this. We're going to take this bit out of here. I think I'm going to come in from this side. And we're going to take this bit out of here. Just like that. Okay. I know I'm not helping being very informative, showing much here, but I'm kind of in a bad spot trying to, this is not easy to do, especially when it's on the router like this. And I can't lower it any, but soon we will be able to. So that is our bit extender. And it's locked tight. Now, we should be able to go in here, put our, oh, of course, you know, the lock extension uses different tools, right? So, and it won't go on there quite. I know, I'm backwards to the camera. I'm sorry, but I have a feeling you guys would rather, you know what's going on. I'm trying to lock this bit in here. I'm not having any luck because tool's either the right one for this one or the right one for that one. It's not the right one for both of them. There, I got it. Now we'll take and tighten this down. Maybe. Okay. Okay. And now we got that all tight. Now we can go ahead and we can put the router sled on the mounts here, maybe. I seem to have lost my helper.
Here I am.
Oh, Joy, there he is. Oh, there he is. We need to pull this router up. Oh, you're gluing something.
Yes.
So that should.
Oh. Right.
What's the matter? Oh, that's why. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we can lock into there now. Okay. Well, looks to me like with the pucks underneath it, we're a little deep.
Mm-hmm.
We're a little deep. How much you got to your side there? About a little ways.
3.5 inches to the edge of the trail.
3.5. No, I mean here. There you go. Dropping stuff over there.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to figure this out. Need some screws to go in there for that. So what we did was, I don't know if you guys can see this here now that I'm out of the way, my big old fat butt. So what we did here was we put this up on pucks to elevate the workpiece. And we had a problem on the last one where we didn't have any adjustability, so we bought a bit extender. And somehow that has gotten us to where we're about the thickness of the planer part of the bit. And we're about halfway through this piece of wood. So we are going to have to figure out how to get this to match up a little better. And I think we need to turn the router around so that no, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. This is something we're going to have to figure out until we figure it out. It's not going to happen in 5 minutes, and we're going to make more than one mess. I guarantee it before we're done. It is not going to get, it's not going to get all figured out in one shot. The other thing is, I think that while this is supposed to have a 40-inch reach on the sides, I think that we're a little short of reaching the edges, and I don't know how we're going to combat that yet. In fact, I almost guarantee you that we're going to be about 4 inches short on each side of reaching this. These rails are not quite long enough to make 40 inches. When it's actually what they're supposed to be was 40 by 96, and we're only able to reach, well, they're 40 all right, 40 to the center. But the router sled has about a 3 and 3.5 inch buffer, so found some that fit.
Mm-hmm.
They go all the way through to put a nut in?
Oh, they're threaded. This is threaded.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very fine thread, but
not anymore. So I don't know how we're gonna combat that one. It's kind of an unforeseen. That was kind of an unforeseen thing. Huh. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm more than willing to hear what you got to say. So I'd really like to know. I guess if we had a larger flattener surfacing blade, that would sure help, or bit. That would help us with another inch, I guess. Because right now I'm about 1 5/8 inches off the rail, and I think we're about the same on that side, maybe a little bit more. We're about 2 1/4 on that side. So if I were to pull that like that, we're just not. I think what we're going to have to do is we're actually going to have to lay the piece down on the table, push it all the way to one side, plane it, and then bring it back to the other side and do that, right? Maybe the only way we're going to be able to do it.
it's too wide.
If we take and lay this flat on the surface that's underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Makita batteries are ready. If we lay this, I know it's not the way to do it. I know someone's going to say, hey, that's not a good idea. But, I mean, if anybody has any other ideas, I'm willing to listen. But what I'm saying is, we might need to. You can put a. Oh, never mind.
Nothing fits it.
Nothing fits it.
8mm too small. 9mm too big.
So go to a 5/16.
I've used these. I've used these. I've used these and these.
I think you're all in metric, so it could
I
be.
use these ones too.
So metric. How about these? Or this one, maybe? I don't know. I didn't see really what size it was.
Not quite. Too big, too small.
Wow. Okay.
This is imaginary size.
It's an imaginary size, yes. So what if we go to one of these?
Well, that's great, but I'm not going to be able to get to it. I'm not going to be able to reach it with that. Out the back one.
That's weird. Actually, none of them fit it. Let me see. That's weird. Shop dog just came running back in here. We have every tool in the world. We seemingly have just about every tool we need. And right now, this is mind-boggling. There's no, I do not have a wrench or socket to fit this. Wow. I'm baffled. I am stymied. It's only, I can only find one that even remotely comes close to fitting it. Oh my Lord. But when all else fails, we always have a plan. We always have a plan B. Right? Here you go. I don't know what else to tell you. That's weird. Where'd that one come from? Oh, right there. I see. There.
That's coming loose now.
It's because, like I was saying, you need to put a.
I don't know why they're threaded if the threads don't work.
Because you're supposed to get a freaking bolt that fits it.
Well, this one felt like it fit pretty good.
That one fits. It's tight.
I had them finger tight, and as soon as I put the wrench on it,
Take that one out of there. They don't even have a nut in here to fit these. I don't think, do they? There's this one. Well,
Yeah, no.
If this isn't the quandary of the, I don't know, we're trying to figure it out. And I'm videotaping it, video recording it, whatever. Now I went and lost a nut in here.
The longer ones.
Stupid. There we go. Hey, look at that. I found the right size. So that one will go through there. It'd be nice if we had the right size wrench. That's crazy. You would think it would fit in there. There we go. Push it through. I don't know. Got to get that to go through there.
Oh no, this one doesn't want to thread in.
Right. Awesome. That's not time consuming. Time consuming. We can't find the right tool, but we don't have the right tool because apparently there's not even the right tool. Anyway, so like I was saying, we're just here to make videos. We're just here to show you the raw, real shit. Right? I mean, right? Like and subscribe. Don't forget, like, subscribe. It's 2 buttons. Boom, boom, 2 push. So, are you next? Are you next? Are we building something for you? Let us know.